2012, I didn't go to do marketing, I didn't do anything in this new business. So I rather chose to continue with the telecom business I was doing while I was still in the bank. And I sat down for 6 months to do the first book called Before You Lose That Job. Many of you must have seen the book. Now, that book sold, compared to how Nigerians read books, I think it was a huge success because it sold so much. I made tons and tons of money out of that first book. That book launched me and launched my consulting career. Because I got invitations from the radio stations to come and speak about career transition. And I don't know if any of you who were here at the conference, Full Gospel Conference in 2013 at the National Theatre. I spoke there on career transition, and it was because of that book. And we made tons and tons of money from the sales of that book. Now, by 2013, I did a second book because some corporate organizations thought I was anti-employment. So I did a second book, The 7-Star Employee, how employees can get better at whatever they do, how they can become excellent. That book, as I was taking the first delivery from my publisher, was already sold out. Total, name them all the multinationals and all of that. They were getting those books for their managers and all of their staff, banks and all of that. Now, I started getting a lot of invitations for trainings and making quite a lot of money. But remember that the whole essence of that career transition was not because I was set out to go to make money, but because it was out of passion, out of purpose, out of significance, out of contributing to the capacity building process of the people God has called me to assist, to help. Now, when I did that book, I didn't know it was going to open up an array of opportunities for me. So I was getting like USC, PZ, most of these companies on a regular basis, invitations, come and talk to us, come and train us. And of course, those deals were not cheap. Now, I figured out lesson 2, that you do not necessarily have to set out to make money, but you set out to create value and make meaning for people. As you do that, money comes naturally. Is that correct?
Very well.
So that is the second lesson I learned in the process. Now, by the time I read the encounter, what's his name again in the scriptures? Jabez story increased me. That prayer also opened my eyes to the next level. You see, Jabez's prayer for increase can actually be analyzed in 2 dimensions. The first increase that people get can be vertical increase. Second increase is horizontal increase. What I mean by horizontal increase is that God can increase your current job and business. For example, if you are producing whatever it is, God can enlarge your market so that instead of selling to just 200 people, God can increase your current market, the same product, can increase it to 1 million people. That's an increase. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That is horizontal. That's horizontal increase, flowing from that Jabez prayer. Now, the second level of increase can be called vertical increase, and that has to do with your getting to the next level in terms of quality, dimension of your product offering, that you begin to naturally get promoted to serve another level of the market. So at this point, it's not just your current market. let's give an example. The current market you were serving, you're selling shoe, a particular type of shoe. And then you're selling for some people within a geographical area and within a certain demographic. Now, if God increases you, instead of selling 200 pairs of the same shoe, you're now selling 1 million pairs to the same type of people. That's what I mean by horizontal. Now, vertically, that God gives you some level of inspiration that it is no longer just going to be the shoe that some level of people can patronize, but it's moving you to a higher level of the market, perhaps people who are no longer middle class, but you're going to be serving the upper class. That is vertical. So what happens is, let's look at Rolls-Royce and Toyota. Toyota can continue to increase their market horizontally, where they're selling to anybody who cares to buy a car, who has money to buy a car. You know, if you have 500,000 to buy a car, you can get a Toyota. Is that correct? You know, so they can sell 1 million cars in a year, while Rolls-Royce might just sell like 100. But guess what? The guy who sold 100 may make more money than the guy who sold 1 million. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So that is a vertical type of increase and blessing, where you are no longer pursuing everybody, but you are pursuing the people that matter. And so, when I read the Jabez prayer and his dimension of, about the increase, God told me a time is coming when you're not going to be pursuing everybody who wants your service, but I want to move you vertically so that you begin to now talk to a few of the people that matter. So in a year, I might have to just do consulting and training for maybe 100 people or 50 people, and that's okay for the next 5 years. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Now, he even asked me a practical question. He said, okay, if Dangote calls you today on phone and says, I'm sending my private jet to come and pick you up from your house, and we're going to have a meeting. Now the question is, with your current skill set and capacity, can you engage him at that level? You know that if you get Dangote and a few other people like that, which by the grace of God I'm getting, I was in America recently, I got a mail from the Jimovia people for something. So we're actually getting there. Now, this thing happened in 2015, what I'm sharing with you. So he said, for you to get that skill set and preparation to engage them at that level, where you just do like 10 of them or 50 of them in a year, and that's okay. You need to increase your skill set. And so, lesson number 3, to serve a higher level of the market, you need to increase your capacity. I'm taking time to say this. That's not where we're going. This is just part of the overview. And I'm trying to bring home why we're doing this program. And I weep in my spirit. As I speak to you, I weep in my spirit. Because this is North, South, West, South, and the number we visited today. I weep in my spirit.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I'll tell you in a moment why we're doing this program. Because a lot of people do not understand why we're doing this program. And that's actually why you see some level of levity and all of that. But I'm coming there. Now, the Lord said you have to go and upgrade your skill set. And then I had to actually go and upgrade my skill set. So I started doing some programs in the UK. I started doing some programs 2014, 15. I did some programs, some certification programs and all of that in the UK, in the US, and all of that. Now, in 2016, I got admission to do a PhD program in the US. Of course, why US? Because the Lord led me there and all of that. So